came out, but Eric Carlson intercepts. Moves across the line, lead. Barclay Goodrow gets around the defense, shoots, he scores! The Sharks were down by 3 goals. They came back, they took the lead, and then, after Vegas tied it, Barclay Goodrow is the big man on campus. Sharks win 5-4, and they win the series in 7.
On the heels of one of the most remarkable comebacks in NHL history, the San Jose Sharks advanced to the second round of the 2019 Stanley Cup playoffs. After an emotionally and physically draining series, they must now shift gears and focus ahead on round 2.
It was tough. I haven't, it's been a while since I've come off a 7-game series and hopped right into another series like that.
I think that's the biggest thing about playoffs is kind of managing the highs and lows. You go from one super big high and you're pretty much playing 2 days later.
You're coming off an emotional win. You're tired, you're emotionally drained.
It was nice we won, but right after the game, you're kind of thinking to yourself, it's not over. You got to get ready for that next team.
Fortunate enough to be on top of it and moving on to play a tough Colorado team that just took down the first place team in the Western Conference.
The Sharks face the Avalanche in round 2, a youthful and fast-skating team that is well rested after an impressive first-round upset over the Calgary Flames. Friday, April 26th. Less than 72 hours after a thrilling Game 7 overtime victory, it is once again game day at the SAP Center in San Jose, California, as round 2 of the 2019 Stanley Cup playoffs are set to begin.
Let's go, Carl.
There we go, boys. Let's make some energy.
Let's go, boys. Come on.
Round 2.
Every round you change teams, you change styles of play, so the first round is different from the second. It's about matchups, it's about the way the teams play.
It's a different system, different structure that you're playing against. It took us a while to adjust a little bit in the first period.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Completely different kind of style of game from when we played Vegas. We were kind of feeling it out at the beginning, which wasn't what we wanted to do or the game plan by any means.
City put it on net, they score! And the Avalanche strike first.
Go, boys, come on. We're better than this. Come on, let's go here, let's go! Let's go!
After struggling to find their legs and giving up an early goal, the Sharks begin to adjust.
I'm gonna try and win it to the boards. What's that? I'm gonna try and slap it to the boards.
On the face-off now, thrown to the net by Burns, save made, rebound, score! The Snake Twist!
Get right, Josh, big ball, man!
I think after that, we kind of got things rolling for ourselves, and next thing you know, things are opening up
Marcus
for us.
Sorensen now, over the foot, shot, score!
The Sharks pour it on through the final 2 periods of play, taking Game 1 by a score of 5-2.
Hey, gutsy win, especially after Game 7 and everything. The short turnaround and gutsy win tonight, and that's an important one for us. We'll show up tomorrow, regroup here, and get ready. The next one's going to be harder. Good work.
Bunch of guys, good games tonight. Jonesy, Burnsy, City, Marcus, but leader of that line, Jumbo.
Let's keep it rolling.
From SAP Center at San Jose, it's time to get the party started again. Sharks hockey against the Avalanche in Game 2 of the best-of-7 series.
The thing about the playoffs is when you win a game, the team that lost always wants to come out strong. So people say, well, play your best game in Game 2, but the other team's playing their best game as well.
San Jose comes out strong and takes a 1-0 lead after the first period of play.
Play fast here, play fast!
But the momentum slowly shifts as the Avalanche find their stride, scoring 3 straight goals.
Wrist shot, score!
They kind of had their speed back. You definitely saw that they were fresh and had a little bit more jump in their legs.
They out-battled us around our net, around their net. We didn't get enough around Grubauer, and we just gave them too much.
The Avalanche win Game 2, and the series shifts to Denver for games 3 and 4.
When you lose a game at home, you're in trouble. You're never really in trouble until you lose a home game, and we lost the second game at home. So we had to go in there and win one.
Game 3, we felt we were starting to get our game under us and start getting the train rolling per se.
As game 3 begins, the Sharks control play, out-shooting and out-chancing the Avalanche on almost every shift. And with less than 5 minutes to go in the first period, the Sharks strike twice on goals from Logan Couture and Timo Meier. As the game continues, the Avs are able to crawl back into it, tying the game at 2 with less than 10 minutes remaining. But less than a minute later, Logan Couture answers back, netting his second goal of the game, giving his team the lead.
Here's Couture, shooting, scores! Logan Couture answers back!
Number 39 would later add an empty netter, giving him 3 goals in the night, his first career playoff hat trick. But most importantly, icing the Sharks' Game 3 victory.
Doc Jonesy helped the game. PK at the end, great job. But Logan Couture.
2 nights later, back at the Pepsi Center, the Sharks look to take a 3-1 series lead. But thanks to a brilliant goaltending performance by Philip Grubauer, the Avalanche win 3-0, even in the series, and making it best of 3. Saturday, May 4th. Sharks defenseman Brent Burns is the first one on the ice for the morning skate, ahead of a pivotal Game 5. It's not uncommon for the Norris Trophy winning defenseman to be the first one out. What is uncommon is that he is not being joined by captain Joe Pavelski. Typically, Burns and Pavelski run a tip drill prior to each practice. Today, Jonas Donskoy is the stand-in. Pavelski, who is still recovering from an injury sustained during Game 7 versus Vegas, has not been cleared to play, a loss that has been evident in the first 4 games of their second-round series.
What's the status update on Joe Pavelski?
Getting better, starting to skate regular, not in tonight.
As the captain continues his recovery, the Sharks look to keep winning so that Pavs can eventually rejoin the lineup.
Come on, boys. Here we go, boys. Let's go here.
From SAP Center at San Jose, there's definitely an air of excitement in this building. The San Jose Sharks and the Colorado Avalanche getting set for Game 5, another pivotal match in this great series between the Sharks and Colorado.
As the puck drops for Game 5, you can feel the tension in the air, as both teams know how important this game is. Martin Jones is brilliant in net for the Sharks, keeping the Avalanche off the board through the first. But with 3 minutes remaining in the second, Colorado strikes first.
Yeah, Game 5 we were down, but we were playing very well. I loved our energy. It was maybe our best game in the series.
The Sharks draw a penalty in the last minute of the second period, giving them an opportunity to grab momentum heading into the third.
Yeah, we're down 1-0 in that one, and then we got one near the end of the second, and Tommy made a great play by being at the net, and Timo was in his eyes, and he tipped one in, and then the second goal, Tommy was at the net and was able to bang in the rebounds, so we learned our lesson from Game 4 that we needed to be at the net and around him to score some goals.
With the Sharks holding a 2-1 lead and on the verge of a power play, the buzz in the arena is building. But an unplanned appearance by the Sharks captain nearly blows the SAP Center roof off.
Yeah, it's one of those chilling moments. You're standing on the bench, you get goosebumps just because the crowd erupts and, you see their respect and love for him and his for them.
This is the first time that Sharks territory has seen their captain since his terrifying injury in Game 7 of Round 1. The SAP Center is ignited, and the Sharks hold on to win Game 5.
1, poke that wide, the Sharks win Game 5.
Back in Denver, the Sharks look to close out the series in Game 6.
Yeah, Game 6 was interesting because we didn't want to make the same mistake as Game 4 where we felt we took our foot off the gas. So we talked going into Game 6 of making sure that we were as desperate as they were.
The Sharks hold off the Avalanche early, but in the second period, it's Colorado who strikes first.
From the second period on, we actually started to control the game. I really thought we were going to win that game.
For the remainder of the game, the teams exchanged goals, including the Sharks tying the game with less than 3 minutes remaining, but the score is tied at 3 at the end of regulation.
They're wearing down. We got to put some pressure on them, and our pressure is puck behind them, and let's go win this series.
Come on, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Got it to overtime, had a real good look at the other end to end it. And they came down and scored at our end to force Game 7.
Gifted by the power. In front. Scores! Gabriel Landeskog knows the way to San Jose!
As the Sharks prepare for their second consecutive Game 7 of the playoffs, they learn that they will have their captain back in the lineup.
That day, we didn't have morning skates, so we just showed up to the rink, and I saw his face, and he was in his track stuff. I'm like, he said, "Hey, what's up, banker?" I'm like, "You're seriously playing?"
From SAP Center at San Jose, it's another round and it's another Game 7. The San Jose Sharks against the Colorado Avalanche in the deciding game at the Shark Tank. The Sharks have a golden opportunity to advance to the conference final.
All right, man, here we go. Hey, every time this year in the playoffs when our backs were against the wall, we responded. Every time people said we were done, made them eat their words. Okay, leave no doubt who the best team out here is tonight. Let's go get it.
Here we go. The face-off has been dropped and Game 7 is underway at SAP Center with the Sharks and the Avalanche battling it out.
Just 6 minutes into the opening frame, in his first game back, Captain Joe Pavelski makes his presence felt.
Guess who chipped that puck in front of the net? That's right, it's the captain, Joe Pavelski, and the Sharks take the 1-0 lead in Game 7.
Oh, it's Joe Pavelski coming back. I mean, how else can you rate kind of a storybook for him to come back? And of course, he scores the first goal of the game.
Got the start we wanted. Won the period. Great job. Everything in O-zone's working. Everything once we get it in, let's get it in. Hang on to it. That stops us. Win the period. Set us up for a good third. Let's go.
The Sharks take a 2-1 lead into the second period, but 8 minutes into the middle frame, the Avalanche look to have tied the game.
Scores! The game is tied!
But the Sharks coaching staff notices that Colorado is offsides.
The play was offside.
And after video review, the goal is overturned.
Onto the scene is Donskoy. Donskoy, score!
Just a few minutes later, Jonas Donskoy makes it 3-1 after 2 periods of play.
With the guys we have in our room that are able to just kind of calm the room and just make sure guys understand, hey, let's just do what we've done all year. If we play to our strengths and play to, Sharks hockey per se, we're going to have a better than not opportunity to be successful.
No matter what happens, just keep playing. Same way as we started the game. Every shift. No matter what happens.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Jump on here early.
Go bring this home.
Come on, boys. Shut down pairing. They give it away. Curve foot right on. Blue puck in front. Scores!
Back on the ice for the third, Colorado refuses to go quietly, scoring quickly to make it a 3-2 game. But the Sharks, behind their veteran leadership and solid goaltending, dig in and continue to battle.
He's playing his best hockey right now. Those are the guys you want, guys that play their best hockey in the most important games, and that's Martin Jones, and it always has been.
With time dwindling on the Avalanche season, they throw everything they have at Martin Jones, who answers the bell, playing spectacular and making some huge saves in the final moments of the game.
Eric Amell drops the puck. Pavelski's got it. Lifts it clear, and the home Sounds and the San Jose Sharks are going to the Western Conference Final.
another big hand, Double D with the offside call. There's four f***ing left. Okay? We got some work to do, but there's only f***ing 4. Great job. Great job.
As Bronner would say, the guy took 2 weeks off, comes back, and he's our best player.
Huge effort in the first 6. It was fun watching your guys' effort. Got way better to play in Game 7. Get a win. We're not done yet.